I also want to introduce my interpreter who's here with me. So, I want to welcome each man and woman who's here, hearing and deaf. Welcome, welcome to all of you. I'm really honored to be here. It's a special day and a special celebration. 25 years of celebration for DCCT, and I feel very, very happy to be here. It's a special day, and I'm extremely joyous, and it's my honor to do a small presentation and give you the history of DCCT. When I look back 25 years and I look at what has happened or taken place, it was a very small organization or a small NGO or a small group of us, of deaf people. And under the pressure of apartheid, we gathered and we shared our concerns with each other about the deaf community. And we spoke about how separation was dividing the deaf community within Cape Town. And we saw all the divisions within the deaf community as well as in Cape Town. So we as a small group, we decided, let's roll up our sleeves and let's start a small organization for the deaf people of Cape Town. And I thought it would be nice for all of us as deaf people to come together, all of us of different races to come together. Because under the apartheid system, we were not working all together. And if we were all working together, we would become more powerful and more powerful than politics, and not allow politics to separate us. So who was the group? It was Wilma. It was Stephen, it was Stephen Lombard, Faith, it was Sue Bruce, and Suzanne Lombard. All of us came together and we looked at how we could serve the needs of the deaf community and how we could all come together and bring the deaf together. And we had our meeting just before Christmas. And we were preparing a meeting where all of our deaf people could just come together. I think that was in 1987. And we used to meet at Marriott Brothers in Observatory. And we called a gathering together, and all deaf people of different races would come together. And that was a wonderful celebration, to see all deaf people of different races together and not be segregated. And we all came together with our own sign language, and it was a wonderful experience. That was the birth of DCCT, when all of us came together. And that was just before Christmas. And I want to give God the honor that we, as deaf people, we could open our hearts towards one another. And since then, DCCT has grown through our struggles, through the political situation, through the political changes, through the apartheid. And people could come to DCCT for help with family problems, various social problems. And that is how the bond and that's how the work all started. And we wanted to form one deaf community, one community in Cape Town. And 25 years later, we have grown. And through the political changes, and through the changes of what has happened through the years, oppression, you can see now South Africa is free. And we want to welcome all the deaf. We, as DCCT, we welcomed all the deaf with open arms. And 25 years we have gone through all our labor, and it has grown. There are 4 points that I just want to make you aware of. Number one, all deaf people, irrespective of our color or the various signs that we use, we must show solidarity. We must work together. That's number one. That's the first rule, working together. We are people of Cape Town, we are people of God, and we are free. God gave that to us, and we need to work together. Secondly, second point, deaf people are not less important. Deaf people have potential. All of us are equal. And we are all equal, and we have the potential. And we in Cape Town must show that to the rest of South Africa. We are equal. We must strive for human rights, equality, justice, social justice for all. We have a Deaf Awareness Month, and we must show the rest of the people. And we should make them realize that through communication, through our communication, that we are equal with them. Thirdly, vocation is a call from God. It means that we need to work together, work with one another. DCCT brings hope and love to all the people of Cape Town. Many people are afraid, and they ask, how do you work with deaf people? They are afraid to work with deaf people. So we need to teach them. We need to invite them to us. We need to show them and make them understand. And what does deafness mean? We need to show them. What does sign language mean? So we need to help them. We need to help them learn to accept us, to learn to accept sign language, communicate with us through sign language. And to give them a good understanding. And we need to work together with each other. And we need to work and build good working relationships with each other. And that's important. We need to open our hearts and need to invite people in and show them the deaf community, the deaf world. And in turn, they will help us, and we can show them what is sign language. My fourth point. We have dignity within friendship. We should have the willingness and support each other. We need to support one another, and especially DCCT. We need to improve the deaf community of Cape Town. We need to improve the lives of the deaf in Cape Town. And we need to work with deaf people. These are the 4 points that I would like to give for the next 25 years, so that we can grow and grow and grow. DCCT must become a servant of Cape Town for the deaf community of Cape Town. We should become one people of Cape Town with one heart and love for each other. and that sign language should become a subject taught at school, and it should form the basis of relationships, and that people should respect sign language as well. If we look at the next 25 years, we see that the political environment has changed. We are now working on building South Africa and to give hope to South Africa. So the same for Cape Town. We want hope. DCCT is all of you. And the motto I'd like to leave with you is that we should serve one another. And that is good hope. And that is what we need to do for the next 25 years. So my special thanks to the chairperson of DCCT to make this, and the board to make this all happen. And also my thanks to you, Faith, the director of DCCT, as well as to you, Stephen Lombard, and all of the staff, all of you, for making this possible. You must remember that I really appreciate this, and I want to thank you. And you people who set up DCCT, you must remember Wilma, she's not here with us, Faith, Stephen Lombard, Susan Lombard, and Sue Bruce, all of us that were the founders of DCCT. A special thanks to you that we could, start DCCT. I also want to thank the Cape Town Mayor for your support, supporting DCCT, and also to the Cape Town people and the government as well for the wonderful support that you've been giving DCCT and all the other organizations that has been working or has a relationship with DCCT. Thank you very much. So on behalf of DCCT, I want to say thank you. So once again, serve each other with love. So thank you very much.